like most of us, we tend to gather around food and beverage.
As we do,
Yeah,
yes,
right?
yes.
And I think it makes sense to kind of like hold a special place for that. And I think that's what we want Clink to do, is hold a special place for those celebrations, those book clubs, those gatherings, those, commiserate together, celebrate together, and all the things in between.
Shall we clink to your new business?
Let's.
Yes. Okay, we have to drink. I think that's custom. Or better luck.
Gotta start this off right.
Okay, I love it. Well, I think you're already starting things off right here at the Forge. So I'm so excited to sit down with you and chat like we've done a million times. But
Yes.
this is fun to kind of hear more about your story, and tell all of us about this fabulous business. But I think it's good to start at the beginning. So, okay, so I want to start by hearing a little bit more about your business Beyond the Bloom and kind of how you came to open a restaurant.
Yeah.
So give me a little behind the scenes.
Absolutely. So even before then, I was a dental hygienist for 16 years.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's what I got my degree in. Did dental hygiene for 16 years here in Salem, and I enjoyed it for a really long time. And then I did know that it wasn't something I wanted to do forever. And so I was kind of looking for that kind of next best thing. And I got on with a company called Alice's Table that hosted floral workshops. So I learned floral design through them, taught floral workshops, at Urban Block,
Yes.
which we loved back in the day, and a bunch of different restaurants and places downtown, as well as private homes. And I really fell in love with that. I did that alongside of still doing hiking. And then eventually I moved into starting my own business, Beyond the Bloom Farm and Floral, my little farm in Almsville, alongside our home. And then getting more into the floral design. And then eventually I kind of just cut back more and more from my dental hygiene schedule. And a year or two ago, I fully retired. I stopped my dental license because I just knew I wasn't going to go back.
Oh, it's like the leaf, right? It's like, okay, you're ready.
And so I was like, AJ, my husband, asked me, he's like, would you really go back if you felt you needed to? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, you could do anything. Like, do what you want. And I was like, you're right. So I was ready to kind of transition from that, because that was my identity for a really long time, being a dental hygienist. And I really enjoyed it. I was at the same office for most of those 16 years. I worked at a couple other places as well. So, it felt like my family as well. And I loved helping people, and getting to know people, and, just really finding some solutions for them. And then moving into the design of the farming aspect. I love being outside. So being cooped up in the office was really tough for me, especially in the summer. Yeah. I love the sunshine, and I want to be out in it like nonstop.
I could see that. You kind of radiate sunshine.
Yeah.
So you got to be in your environment.
Out there, I'm out there. So
good.
The house is a mess. I'm outside.
Oh, I like
I'm
that.
in the garden, pulling weeds, doing whatever. So I grew on a 1/4 acre there for a farm. And then I still do floral workshops for myself. And then I also create market bouquets and do weddings and events as well. And so I really love that creative aspect and the design aspect. And I think that led me a little bit into, the design for the restaurant as well. And it started as more of like a selfish intent with myself and my friends, like dreaming about this Forge with this new up and coming space. And we're like, what do we want in this space? Like, we want something that's a little bit more feminine, elevated, has amazing drinks, amazing food, and feels like a really special place in Salem. And so that's kind of how it kind of all began.
That's incredible. And I can relate a little bit as a multi-passionate person, but how the layers of all of the history that you've had and the jobs that you've had have led you to where you are today and opening this incredible restaurant. I was in here the other day walking my daughters through, and they their jaws were dropped.
I love it.
So I think like that's the reaction, right? You're hoping for. So maybe you could tell me a little bit more now that we know where you came from. What was that transition, and what are you taking from the jobs that you've had, and how did Clink come to be an actual like thing that's happening?
Yeah, it was really interesting. Definitely as a hygienist, I worked for someone else. My schedule was very regimented. When I was there, I was there. So not really any flexibility. So completely different, very, very structured. And then moving into owning my own business, I learned so much. I have so much respect for people who own their own businesses, especially small business, because you are everything to your company.
Oh my God.
You do the marketing. You
So
know.
many hats.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing it all. So just having that little small business helped me learn a ton of skills that I think helped me with the restaurant with Clink, moving into that position, and still, not having any sort of restaurant. I mean, I never even was a server or anything. So like just kind of dove into it. But I knew we had enough people in our network that would help us out and that we could bring on board to make it successful. And I think that's really important, is having people you can lean on, a lot of resources, a lot of support, and that makes
Oh, huge. I always say, do what you do best and outsource the rest. Like,
Love
we
it.
have
Yes, 100%.
enough people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. So, did Clink come together like in this grandiose moment, or was it like thought about over time? How did this come to be thing that was next?
Definitely. Kind of initially, we kind of just dove in.
Yeah.
And we started out with a smaller concept of more of a champagne bar, a little bit smaller. Actually, we were thinking the space next door.
Oh,
Yeah.
much smaller.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we walked in there and we just were like, I don't know if this is going to work. And then Chris Blackburn, the owner, was like, well, we have this space over here. It has a kitchen. You could do a restaurant. I'm thinking brunch. And of course, we were like, ooh, yeah, that sounds really good. Not knowing what all we were getting ourselves into. But we just were thinking like, yes, that would be such an amazing thing to do, to bring a whole different experience to Salem, something special, especially for the ladies, something a little bit more feminine, something elevated, and just kind of like raise the bar in Salem a little bit.
Yeah. Well, raise the bar you have done, and it's not even open yet. So I am chomping at the bit to come in. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about the vision for Clink. And, it's definitely something different and new and unique, but maybe we can dive into the food and really what you envision this space being for the people of Salem.
Yeah, I think and we wanted something especially more feminine forward, just because it's not something we have. A lot of the restaurants are more traditional or masculine, and so we just wanted something, a little bit more feminine for the ladies.
Fill a gap in the market.
Yeah, and I feel especially with the Women's Collective here on the second floor at the Forge, like it just fits perfectly with the theme, and I think it's something that a lot of women, I'm going to get emotional, have been craving,
Agreed.
Yeah. We want our special place too. And being like working moms or just stay-at-home moms or just working women in general, like we work hard too, and we want something special too. And so I think bringing that to Salem is something really special, not only for our guests, but also bringing on really strong female employees. And we have men on our team as well. And of course, men are invited to Clink as well. But, we're just doing something a little special for the ladies.
Good.
And, we had kind of an idea initially what we wanted for food. We wanted kind of a French American kind of twist.
Yeah.
And then we hired Brittany Armenta as our exec chef, and she just upped the game even more.
Oh,
Like,
she's so talented.
She's so skilled, and she's really created a beautiful, refined menu for us that people are going to love. And then Brent and Jeff with Structure Bar have helped us create a really great bar team. Liz is in charge of our bar, and she is creating a great, not only cocktail menu, but mocktail menu as well, because we love those sober curious people, and we know that's something that people are looking for. They want to have a fun drink too.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you do such a good job of, not only building out this vision, but bringing the community together to help support you in that. And I love that about you. And I think it's inspiring for other people to hear, because we work with a lot of women entrepreneurs. So I love that message of, just what you shared. So I know people are curious about really what to expect next. When are you opening? Do we know? Is that line always moving?
Yes, the line is always moving.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we are doing a little sneak peek tonight, which is fun. So we had some community events previously with some women in the community. So we're inviting them back for kind of a first look at Clink and to give them kind of an insider peek, which will be really fun. And then we are going to then roll it out to kind of our friends and family, and then also our subscribers. So if people are subscribers for Clink, get that reservation link. It is www.clinksalem.com. Yeah. And so we'll have a wave go out that goes out to our subscribers with that reservation link. And then finally, we will release it to the public. And so, yes, we're going to ease our employees in. We want to be kind to our service staff and our kitchen staff. And I really, really hope that our guests are very gracious with us in those soft opening times, because, we're still working out a lot of the little hiccups. And, there's things we don't even know we need to adjust, yet. So, but either way, we're going to take care of you regardless when you come in. Yeah. And once you get your drinks and your food, any hiccups are just going to go away.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, you walk around this place and you just can't help but be happy and
exactly.
mesmerized. So.
Yeah. And we're definitely extending kind of our time where people can be at tables so they can really enjoy their first time being here, take their time, and not feel rushed out. And we're trying to make it so, we just do it at kind of a partial capacity. So
good thinking.
Everybody can have a good time and
not be shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. So we want that first experience to be a really nice one for people. So that's our goal. And then we'll be open Wednesday through Saturday for the next kind of month and a half for lunch and dinner service and dessert.
Of course.
Yeah. Can't forget dessert.
No, not at all.
You can come in just for dessert if you want.
I will be.
Yeah, so that's kind of where we're headed.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'm so excited, and I'm so just thankful to be your friend and to be a part of this and to get to spend time with you today so that everybody else can learn about this amazing thing you're doing. So maybe we clink to that.
Clink to that. Absolutely.